Hey, what's up YouTube? Going flip back, and I apologize for my absence. It's just been a super busy May and into June now, so just been super busy with family things and things around the house, doing a garden, doing some home improvement stuff, and then as some of you guys know, I started a new job, so it's just been extremely busy for us here lately, but that hasn't stopped us. We're still hunting all denominations pretty much. The half dollars have been hit or miss. Most denominations were in the 40 to 50 box range right now through halfway through the year, which is about what our total was last year. So that was one of our goals going into this year, was hunting more boxes as we had time. The good thing is we have already surpassed last year's silver numbers, I think as a whole, and I want to say we're over 50 silvers found. So not great, but that being said, overall pretty happy with that. I think we're up to 60 to 70 silver half dollars. I think we're above 60 silver dimes found, and just a few quarters, but in a few war nickels. But overall, not too bad of a year. So I'll put an image up on the screen that kind of shows you what I use, just a simple Excel or Google Sheets worksheet that I use. It just kind of adds up all my stuff, and I can change the spot price to see where we're at. One of the other goals was 300 ounces of silver. I think we are at approximately 111 ounces thereabouts. Some of the numismatic value does go into that. Like when I buy a certain amount of Morgans, I'll put that as silver ounces as well as they accumulate, but I don't keep track of everything in regards to the numismatic value. But the culls or the kind of the bulk purchases, I do add that in. I also will have hopefully a video coming out soon for an update on our Peace Dollar Dansko album. We have some spots to fill for that. And then also on our Lincoln wheat scent, mostly wheat scent, the Lincoln scent Dansko album. This one's the 7100, and have some few more spots to fill in this one and a few upgrades. So hopefully make a video on each of those here soon. So you guys, if you're interested in that, you can look for those here soon. So today we're just going to kind of go over some of the silver squeeze we've done over the last month or so. I think, yeah, all of this is actually from my local coin shop over a few visits, probably 3 visits or so. I do want to bring you in for a couple cool buffaloes that I picked up there. Both of these are 1913s, and they're both fillies, but just incredible details on these. We have a type 1 and the type 2. And I'm going to flip these around. And as you can see, try to get it up here. On the type 1, you have the raised ground here on the left, and then kind of the flat all the way across on the right. So type 1 raised ground, type 2 more the traditional buffalo style. I think these are the prices that I paid for these. So pretty happy with those prices based off the detail on these nickels. And they're both, well, this one especially is a little bit of a toner, but overall details, I was happy with those. This, some of you might be familiar with. This is a Scottsdale stacker, and they have that incuse or recessed where you can just stack these on top. This is actually the first one I've ever gotten. I've never manned up and bought one of these due to the premiums on some of these, but they had this for, I think, $1 over spot at the time. And most of the silver that I purchased was before the huge spike into the 31s and 2s. I think most of this was in that $28, $29 range. So pretty happy with that. But this is a 5-ounce piece. Feels awesome in the hand. Just very cool, very thick, and just a cool piece. But never had one of those. They had one and decided to go ahead and pick that up. Also picked up 10 ounces of silver in silver rounds, and sometimes they'll get a bunch of these in. These do vary, obviously, from time to time, depending on what people have dropped off or whatnot, but these are the Aztec rounds. I don't think I had any of those, believe it or not, so they had some of these in pretty nice condition. So went ahead and picked up some of those, but very cool, very common, but love having a variety of silver rounds. And then they also had some of these older. This is obviously a mercury dime style round. This one's a seated style round. So very classic, very traditional, almost timeless design. This one does have a little bit of marks on it, but tri-state refining, and has that 1776 to 1976 bicentennial. So that's an older round. I love picking these up when the opportunity is there. And then some old Sunshine Mint rounds. Obviously 999, fine. This one's an 84. Again, love to pick those up when I see them. This one's also an 84. And then lastly, the A mark 39's fine. These are the Liberty rounds, Liberty silver. This one's an 85. So this is probably one of my favorite rounds, just because I was born in the 80s and I just love that eagle, copying some of the seated stuff. All right, that's not it. We did pick up some Cole Morgans as well. And a lot of times at this local coin shop, their Coles are not what most people's Coles are. Most people's Coles are very, very slick, no rim, that sort of thing. A lot of these are, they have really good details. And sometimes you'll have a scratch or a dent or a ding, that sort of thing. But overall, the coins are awesome. The first one's a 79S. So again, relatively common, but in high grade. Obviously, these all bring pretty good stuff. But overall, the details are pretty good. So I think if I recall, most of these were 25 at the time. I'm sure that's gone up with the surge in silver spot. This one's a 1903. That's not one I see in their coal bed very often. And this one is a Philly, 1903 Philly. But as you can see, details are pretty good. Some of these might clean up nice or restore nicely, depending on what term you like to use. But check this one out. This is crazy. I do recall, I think two of these, this might be one of them, I paid $30 for. The other two were $25, two were $30. But 85 Philly on this one, so common year, but really cool, really neat toning going on with that one. This one's a little bit different. This one is a little more coal-like, probably in that fine range, but 1899, 99.0. So again, another fun year, but a few Morgans to the stack. And again, we'll just put these in a tube mostly, but we may dip a couple of them and see how they turn out. And lastly, this one's kind of fun. This was a separate visit. And again, this was probably a few visits, so this isn't one monthly purchase, if you will. They did have one of these. I hadn't seen this one before, but made in the USA, OPM metals. And again, maybe these are common for you guys or your area, but OPM metals. This just looked like an older round. I'm not sure how old it is, but pretty cool round. And they had that. So, and then these next items I had never seen before, and they are not an ounce of silver. Sorry about that. But these are 20 grams. So this one kind of has that almost dollar bill-like look. American flag, 20 grams, and from the silver mint, but very cool. They had different countries in there. And so there was more. I only bought 5 of them. They were $20 a piece is what we did. So we did 5 for 20. But Australia, pure silver, 20 grams on that one. Let me know if you guys have seen these before. But again, these must have some age. I don't know. I have no idea what year. I just did a brief check on those. So I want to do more research on those. But if you do know, go ahead and comment below. This one's East Germany. That was the thing that kind of put me off on these. I was like, okay, well, that kind of gives away some of the time frame, if you will. Germany was still split, but 20 grams. So I chose that one just because I thought that would be a nice, odd, or rare piece. And then these ones, I think we can get out of here. Canada. Know we got some Canadian friends on the channel here, so shout out to you guys. But anyway, 20 grams on that one. And then the last one, USSR. So again, trying to kind of gives away the time frame of when these were made. That's also why I chose these 5. Obviously, I'm American, have plenty of friends in Canada. Australia's super cool. And then East Germany and USSR, I just knew with them technically no longer, or how they've merged, if you will. But that's kind of what we got. But that's been the last couple months. Again, just wanted to put out a video for you guys, kind of showing you what we've been doing, but still adding to the stack, of course. Picked up a few cool numismatic Buffalo nickels. And like I said, we have Peace Dollar video coming, hopefully, or sent. Lincoln sent Dansko album update as well. We were getting down to the end on both of those albums, which was one of our goals. So if you haven't seen my goal video for this year, I'm going to put that right up here for you. That'll kind of go over what this whole video is about. It's just kind of an update to our channel and what we've been doing. Since I haven't been posting as many videos, I apologize for that. But the coin roll hunts, we're doing okay, but they are hit or miss. And unfortunately, mostly miss. But we do have some silver in our silver jar, just to give you an update on that as well. But I think it's approximately 20 ounces, roughly. Got a 64 D over D. And again, I haven't really been, these videos are just so hit or miss that with as busy as I wasn't able to really film those videos and edit them, go through them, and determine which ones to put up on the channel, just because I know everyone does. Some people do all their coin roll hunts. I don't do that. I just don't have the time. It'd be cool, because I do like to show you and be honest with kind of how that whole process works, but also want to give you an update with our silver stack as we're progressing through. So let me know how you guys are doing. How much have you guys slowed down with the price increase? Have you sold any? What are you guys doing? I'm continuing to stack, but with at 32, I am slowing down, obviously. So I'm taking that time to focus on my numismatic stuff a little bit more. But I should have some other videos coming for you. I do appreciate you guys hanging out with me. As always, thanks for watching. Coin Flip out.